Hey Eli, what's up?
Oh, not a lot.
So today I want to play The Simpsons Tapped Out. It is a free-to-play game, and I assume that the viewers at home probably want to see a little action.
Yeah, it has a kind of interesting history. It was released, then pulled, and there was like this big mystery as to why it got pulled, and now it's back and then featured in a big way on the App Store. So it seemed to make sense to do a video of
Yeah,
it.
and before we start recording here, I spent $10 on donuts, which is the game's secondary currency. Money is the first, bucks, whatever the Simpson dollars, whatever they're called. I don't know. I went through a little tutorial. That's how I got these buildings right here. I built the Simpsons house and a road, and Flanders Place, and the Quickie Mart, which
That's cool.
yeah, is neat, I guess. If you've seen The Simpsons. So this is a free-to-play game, and I guess you could put game in quotation marks at home if you'd like to play along.
They're making Farmville jokes, so that's funny.
You know what? It's not, though, because that's what's kind of crazy about this. Just playing through the tutorial, like, it's completely ripping on it. Like, at some points, Homer says, "I wish this was a first-person shooter," or something like that. I'm like, yeah, I do, too, because you don't do anything in this game. You don't. You tap on dudes. And I mean, like, it's somewhat humorous, I guess. Condemned science, whatever. And then a timer turns on, and then you can spend donuts to speed that timer up. That's it.
So how many? This is we sprayed $10 into the donut hole here.
Yeah. We turned on the money hose, spent $10 on donuts, which got us 132 donuts. And here's what kind of got me.
Excellent. You should buy donuts with your money.
Here's what got me. So, like, I spent the $10 and I anticipated. I'm like, all right, great. Now, when we do this, we're going to be able to buy a lot of buildings and stuff like that. I turn on the UI and I noticed that we can't buy a single building that costs donuts with the $10 that we spent. So, I guess that explains why there's a $100 purchase level of donuts.
Yeah,
which isn't a lot. Very weighted towards the green money, the Simpsons bucks, the banana dollars, whatever you want to call them.
I mean, could you say that's a good thing and the game's weighted towards not needing to buy anything, or are you saying that you have to spend so much?
I don't know. I haven't played enough of it to really kind of throw down a judgment of. I mean, my gut feel is that it's not good. It's not a good thing because all the timers take like 4 hours to get like funny money.
Right.
So I mean, I don't.
Well, that's cool.
I don't know why you spend money in this game. I guess.
That nice parking lot.
Yeah. Buying some parking lots here, doing that.
Oh man, it's not aligned properly.
Hang on, I got this. I got it. Don't do.
How do you access the parking lot, though?
Yeah, I don't know. And this is kind of seriously bothering my OCD. By the way, I should have stores in a store lot.
The store is facing the wrong way.
Dude, it made me put it there like that. I'm like, what are you doing, video game? I will turn on the money hose to let me turn around this store.
It seems weird that this is such a small scale. Do you remember that? I don't remember if it was Xbox or an Xbox 360 game where they did kind of like a Grand Theft Auto-y thing with the Simpsons universe.
Oh right, yeah.
That was. I mean, it wasn't a great game, but it was kind of cool.
Right.
But you really got the sense of scale of Springfield, as opposed to this. It's like, hey, here's 3 recognizable buildings packed on top of each other and a 4th one.
Right, and as you play, you kind of unlock some more signature buildings. But yeah, they're wherever you want to put them. Now, I guess that's part of the game's vision. So at the very beginning, to completely rewind, if you're worried about us not filling you in on the story, buckle up right now because here it comes. At the very beginning of the game, it shows Homer playing an iPad, ripping on the Smurfs game. Is it a Capcom release?
Yeah, whatever their Beeline or Beehive or Bee something or other.
Whatever. There's satirically like it's a video game somewhat like the Smurfs. But anyway, Homer's playing it, ends up spending $1,000 with in-game cash. Makes a joke. It's like, I'll just say my kids did it. And while he's playing this game, the nuclear power plant that he's I don't know, orchestrating, behind, powering. I don't know what his job is. It blows up and destroys all of Springfield. So here you are rebuilding it and making jokes about free-to-play games the entire time. Now, this would only be clever if this was actually a fun video game. And that's the problem, is it make all the fun of all the cliches and tropes and stuff like that free-to-play games have if it actually didn't do the things that was making fun of.
It's kind of an interesting point. I mean, like I can appreciate, the Simpsons style humor and stuff like that, but I mean, for just another free to play game, I mean, at the end of the day, this is the same game we played a million times, just with a Simpsons theme on top.
Right. Absolutely. So I just had to spend 41 donuts to get like $4,000. So
wow.
Let's just see how long it takes to burn through $10 in this video game. That should be the goal right here.
Yeah.
How long does it take?
Well, someone got really mad when we did that with Jurassic Park.
Yeah,
a couple
which is
people.
weird.
I like, that's not how you're supposed to play these games.
How are you? You're supposed to. You want us to wait 8 hours on video?
Yeah.
Get a time lapse.
Time
There's
lapse
no
of your iPad over the course of 8 hours.
Right, exactly. Me dying because I don't want to do this. If we had to do a time lapse of a free to play game, I mean, I look at it this way: I am spending donuts on things. I mean, like I bet I've accelerated my playtime by hours already easily, probably like by a dozen hours, which is kind of sick if you think about it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know. I mean, these types of games aren't made to be sit down and played through. This is something that you check on.
Right. Which is why I kind of like games like Middle Manager of Justice, the newly announced Double Fine game that has timers and a lot of like set and forget mechanics, right? But ultimately, at the end of the day, it's way towards you actually sitting down with the game. So the timers go super fast when the app's on and things like that. Like you can really play. You could sit down and really check it out. The timers aren't too long. We're talking like upper levels, like you wait 4 minutes for your dude to get done training strength, which that's how long you would spend in a turn-based battle in any other RPG. So I mean, like,
Yeah, well, those. I feel like the Nimblebit games are always really good for that. And that they might have their really long timers eventually as you get closer to whatever the end game is, but there's always something for you to do.
Right.
I wish this was a shooter game.
Right. A lot of meaningless tasks in this. So like I'm having Homer clean stuff up while I buy more land because why not? I guess.
So can you do the same with the other Simpsons characters, or do they just all wander?
No, you do the same. I've been taking missions with a bunch of people. I've just been kind of floating through the menus, just tearing through them without really explaining them. This is kind of interesting. I'll show you this in a bit once we get towards the end here. Just as a comparison to a town that looks really good versus what we'll be able to build in
so
long.
A town if you're willing to spend hundreds of dollars or hours.
Right. One interesting thing too, even in the tutorial, I didn't get a sense of how to earn donuts. I don't think you can. I mean, think about that.
Interesting.
Yeah. And some things do require donuts, so I don't know. That's usually most games, they allow you to earn that super special currency. I mean, it's rare, but they allow you to get it.
I suppose this is an EA game. Say what you will about corporate overlords, etc.
Very true. Plus, there's probably a lot of fingers in this pot here.
Yeah, I can only imagine like how many different. I mean, that was always kind of my theory as to why this got pulled originally. I can only imagine how much goes into like the Simpsons IP and how many like OKs something like this needs to get.
Yeah.
Between like all the voice work and art and blah 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 blah. Actors guilds. I don't even know like what the voice actors need to go through, but royalties and all that. Jeez.
One thing to this game's credit, though, I mean, it looks beautiful. I mean, it is a fine-looking video game. If anything.
Well, yeah, but I mean, it's Simpsons art,
right? Have you ever? When's the last time you watched an episode of The Simpsons?
Years ago.
Dude, I don't think I've sat down with it since I was like 6.
I got really disenfranchised with it a few years ago when what I always liked about The Simpsons was that I felt like the humor in it was so universal. I mean, like they would cover kind of pop culture-y stuff, but in a way that was almost timeless and general enough, that like it would apply to the Simpsons universe. you know, and like you didn't really kind of get the pop culture reference unless you were like really reading between the lines, but it was there. And now, like the last episode that I remember watching that like really just lost me on The Simpsons was like making fun of like the like Apple waiting in line like new iPod product cycle thing.
Oh,
You know, is like as Bart like had to have the new iPod or whatever, and I was just like, wow, this is crazy.
so what's our count? 10 minutes in, and I had to blow another 41 donuts for $4,000 more dollars.
Wow.
So here we go. Here we go.
I feel like The Simpsons has been on life support for a while as far as their show's concerned. I mean, the movie was okay, but I don't know. I think it's just on at the 7 o'clock Sunday time slot because that's just when The Simpsons is on.
Right. I didn't even bother with the movie.
The movie was pretty decent.
Is it as good as the Beavis and Butthead movie?
I don't know. It was the movie was like a 90-minute long Simpsons episode. So I would say yes because of that. Because I felt like the Beavis and Butthead movie was just like too wacky.
Sacrilege.
You know, it was like they were trying to do like the whole like, oh, this is a movie, we need to do something huge thing.
Oh man, that movie was great. The Hoover Dam scene is unforgettable for me.
Yes. I mean, it wasn't noteworthy enough in my life to really remember very much of it.
You need to see it again, man.
Maybe.
And that soundtrack, pretty good.
Wow.
So
I don't know what to tell you.
It's okay. It's okay. We can leave that one. We can put a pin in that discussion for right now. We'll resume it in our next video, maybe. I'm clicking on houses. I'm barely even following myself here. This isn't. I just see like things that are bobbing up and down, and I press it, and then I get things.
See, what I'd be curious about, like a game like this, is are the people that are playing it and are enjoying it? Are they enjoying it because they're having fun, or are they enjoying it because they're just kind of people that like enjoy progression?
I don't even know, man. I wouldn't even call this progression. Like this is like.
Because, you know, like there's like those people that get really into, like, for instance, reputation grinding.
I'm out.
MMORPGs.
I'm out of donuts. This is it. Let's put a pin in that discussion too. So it took me 12 minutes to run through $10 worth of donuts.
Wow.
Let's put that in perspective. I paid $1 a minute for this video game so far.
Was it worth it?
Yes, I'm having a blast. I don't even think I'm out of the tutorial yet.
Maybe you unlocked Lisa or something to do with that.
I already had all these people. I built that house. The farm. That's it. The farm. I got Cletus while we were playing.
Oh, good job.
I think his name's Cletus. Is his name Cletus?
I think so.
Okay, great. I built some tomatoes. So
110 donuts for the donut thing. 200 donuts. Wow! Look at the price of those buildings.
It's intense. It's intense, and it's not. This isn't even the premium selection.
Yeah. Geez. Wow.
A lot of it's gated by level as well, so they really try to put a stranglehold on your progression.
Yeah.
170 donuts. That's like $13.
I mean, I can definitely see the appeal of these types of sandbox games, but I mean, like, I would just want to sit down and like SimCity it, you know?
Right. Yeah, absolutely.
Not like, oh, all right, well, I'm going to build my Simpsons town over the course of the next 6 months.
Right. I'm not really seeing much we can do here outside of just pressing on that building. This is what we have built.
Yeah.
With $10.
Well, if you like this game, leave a comment and tell us why, because I'm not seeing it other than it's Simpsons.
Yeah.
On your iPhone.
Yeah. And really bad humor that doesn't make sense because they've created everything that they're making fun of. Unless that's the Simpsons thing.
I guess that's kind of it's very meta.
I guess.
Right? I don't know. Maybe.
I don't even know. So let's look at a real town. So this is the fake town that they put in the game that's supposed to be like a buddy's town, right? You can add your origin friends and like go to their town and click on their buildings.
Oh,
but
that's cool.
This is what this person has built. Those fences alone probably cost like $4.
Oh man, look at all the donuts being spent here.
Whew. Man, you get an achievement, I think, if you add 5 friends to your game. FYI.
Oh, Well, don't add me because I'm not playing this.
Are you sure? Yeah, I mean, like that's it. This is the Simpsons tapped out, and to be frank, I'm tapped out too. I'm a little done. You done?
Yeah, I'm definitely tapped out on not only this game, but I think this style of game I'm just tired of.
Yeah,